Okay, so something crazy just happened. You know, for someone who covers lost media on this channel fairly often, it's surprising to me that I have never gotten around to covering this song in particular. An 80s song, and where its roots were left unfound for 4 decades.
Everyone knows it. You got ulterior motives. Tell me the truth. Every move shows it.
Now over on TikTok, this song blew up, with multiple people making tribute videos to the song, fascinating to themselves what it would have been like to listen to this in their 80s bedroom with their hairstyles. Another TikTok states that their toxic trait was thinking that if they tried hard enough, they could find the rest of this lost song thousands of people have been searching for many years. I'm not going to undermine this. People absolutely fell in love with this song. But this brings up a question. How did we even begin to discover that this song even existed in the first place? I mean, it is of course the most mysterious song on the internet, as some TikTokers were claiming. Well, this brings us to a website titled What's That Song? More specifically, a post dating back to December 2021. As you could probably guess, What's That Song is a website dedicated to finding certain songs. Whether they be obscure, or even famous songs you can't remember the name to, it all boils down to having to find a certain song. That's where the user Caro92 comes in. Caro92 had uploaded a snippet of the song onto the website, asking if other users could help track down the rest of the song for him. In his post, he goes on to state, "I don't remember its origin. I rediscovered the sample between a bunch of very old files in a DVD backup. Probably I was simply learning how to capture audio, and this was a leftover. The thing is, it sounds somewhat familiar to me, or maybe I'm mistaken with a similar song, and I thought it wasn't going to be a too obscure one. I tried searching the lyrics, but my English is not good enough for that. So this is important. Caro92 over here only had 17 seconds of audio to work with. No artist was attached to the name, there was no record of it ever hitting the charts, and when it came to people replying to Caro92's post, they were also left bewildered. Eventually, Reddit got word of the song, and they themselves tried to conduct their own research, calling old radio stations in foreign countries, browsing thousands upon thousands of lost cassettes that were released during that time period, all in the name of trying to find this one song that doesn't really have that really amazing lyrics. One of the lyrics in the song has the words, "Everyone knows that." And funny enough, nobody knew what this song was. Word continued to spread. YouTubers such as Nexpo, who I've actually hung out with and have done karaoke with, shout out Nexpo, were immersed in the history of this lost 80s song. So Nexpo was in the process of making his own video, even buying 4 MF Pink radios, ready to hype up how much of a bop this lost song was. But what really brought attention to this entire thing was a video by fellow content creator Kylie Bogley, raking up 1.5 million views on her video titled The Mysterious Song That Nobody Can Find. In the video, she discusses multiple probable leads that could lead to the song being found, including researching advertisements of the time period, as this song sounded like it could have been made for a commercial.
It could have been a jingle featured in a commercial for a lesser-known clothing brand. Have it air a handful of times and it goes forgotten. It makes sense, right?
People went so aggressive trying to find the song, they even pinpointed the exact drums he used, which was a Lindrum, mostly used in songs between 1982 to 1985. People even tried to remake the song in full, as what the entire thing could actually sound like. Hoaxes were made, people made commercials, putting this song in the background claiming that it was real, and that this is where it came from, while other people made what-if commercials just for fun, which was also pretty cool and creative. Something that I have to stress is that when it came to trying to find this song, it wasn't just aggressive research, people got creative with it. I mean, this mix in particular by Energy's music is actually really good, I love it. The instrumental is funkier than usual, the female vocalist is really good, makes me feel like I'm driving like in Miami during the summertime in like 1985. When it came to TikTokers, YouTubers, Redditors, and artists, they all wanted to find this song. The internet was united, and they were looking towards Caro92's post as a guiding point. But the problem here is that Caro92 didn't come back. Since the internet was becoming so fascinated by this lost song, why did Caro92 stop posting? I mean, sure, maybe he got busy or sidetracked with other things, but he must have seen the amount of attention his post was getting. Millions of people were on his side trying to find this song. Well, there came another theory. We'll get to that in a bit, but first, let's get to the sponsor of this video, Aura. Recently, I looked up some personal information on Google and was shocked to find my name, email, and phone number all online. This information is accessible because of data brokers, who profit off selling your information to spammers, telemarketers, and robocallers. In fact, AT&T revealed that over 73 million customer records, both existing and former customers, were released on the dark web. That's where Aura comes in to save the day. Here's how it works. Aura looks through the dark web looking for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers, sending alerts to your phone or email whenever they find private information of yours. Aura also gives you real-time alerts of suspicious credit inquiries. Aura also monitors your emails and passwords to see if they were involved in a data breach and exposes on the dark web, and gives you recommendations on what to do. Aura automatically sends requests to data brokers to remove your information from websites, preventing spam calls or emails. They also allow you to stay anonymous online, keeping your browsing history encrypted, with antivirus software that blocks malware and viruses from destroying your devices. Aura's app also features a VPN, password manager, real-time credit, and identity theft monitoring, internet parental controls, and protects your devices from malware. With identity theft being so common, it costs the average person $1,000. Protect yourself and your family from identity theft at aura.com/zeepster. And if you sign up right now, Aura will give you a 2-week free trial to see for yourself how Aura keeps you and so many others safe. Thanks to Aura for sponsoring this video. While researching for the song, many people tried to find artists who sounded like the track Caro92 had shared. A potential candidate of a band that sounded exactly like Caro92's song was the band The Bubblegum Revolution, which made songs for adult films. Back during the 1970s and 1980s, a mainstay of the adult film industry was making music for it. This lead that Bubblegum Revolution had made music for so many adult films had people researching in another direction, all without Caro92's input, which is probably for good reason. If these assumptions were true, that it did come from an adult film, then it would show Caro92 was watching a salacious video that he probably wasn't too proud to admit. When it came to recording that 17-second segment, he had likely forgotten that it came from a movie like that. And maybe he realized, oh, so that's where it's from, and stopped replying to the thread. So people dug deep, and they watched a lot of stuff I definitely can't show on the screen right now. And on April 28th, 2024, the song Everyone Knows That, also known as Ulterior Motives, was found in a 1986 adult film entitled Angels of Passion, created by Christopher David Booth. After over 3 years of researching, multiple radio stations being called, advertisements after advertisements being looked at, not to mention all the cassettes people had to listen to, the story of this song reached its climax. And yes, that's a double entendre. Most of us who were trying to find this didn't think it would turn out this way. TikTokers are making videos being like, to be a kid in the 80s listening to this song. Like, dude, no, just no. Like, there's a comment right here that says, it's funny to me that if Caro92 had just said he got the song from a adult film, nobody would have cared. I guess that's really the beauty of Lost Media. It puts us on these wild searches. Like, comment, and subscribe, and also subscribe to my Twitch. I got invited to the SDMP, so go check that out. Yeah, the one with Schlatt and friends. Later, guys.